Dear friends, today the Holy Mother Church celebrates the memorial of Saint Scholastica Virgin. She was born in 480 of well-to-do parents. Scholastica and Benedict were brought up together until the latter was sent for higher studies in Rome. Being twins, they acted alike in the act of establishing monasteries near Monte Cassino, one for women and the other for men. Pope St. Gregory has left a moving account of her last days. His sister Scholastica, who had been consecrated to God in early childhood, used to visit him once a year. She too had founded a monastery for women 5 miles from where her brother had erected one. On these occasions, some of his disciples would accompany him. They spent the whole day singing God's praises and conversing about spiritual life. On one such occasion, when darkness descended, they took their meal together and continued their conversation until it was quite late. Then the holy nun said to him, "Please do not leave me tonight, brother. Let us keep on talking about the joys of heaven until morning." He replied, "What are you saying, sister? You know that I cannot stay away from the monastery." The sky was clear at the time, as there was not a cloud in sight. At her brother's refusal, Scholastica folded her hands on the table and rested her head upon them in earnest prayer. When she looked up again, there was a sudden burst of lightning and thunder, accompanied by such a downpour that Benedict and his companions were unable to set foot outside the door. By shedding a flood of tears while she prayed, this holy nun had wrought this wonder. The cloudless sky poured down a heavy rain. The storm began as soon as her prayer ended. In fact, the two coincided so closely that the thunder was resounding as she raised her head from the table. Realizing that he could not return to the abbey in this terrible storm, Benedict complained with him. "God forgive you, sister," he said. "What have you done?" Scholastica simply answered, "When I appealed to you, you would not listen to me, so I turned to my God and he heard my prayer. Leave now if you can." This, of course, he could not do. He had no choice now but to stay in spite of his unwillingness. They spent the entire night together and both of them derived great profit from the holy thoughts they exchanged about the interior life. The next morning, Scholastica returned to her convent and Benedict to his monastery. 3 days later, as Benedict stood in his room looking up toward the sky, he saw his sister's soul leaving her body and entering the heavenly court in the form of a dove. Overjoyed at her eternal glory, he gave thanks to God in a hymn of praise. Then, after informing his brethren of our death, he sent some of them to bring the body to the abbey and bury it in the tomb he had prepared for himself. The bodies of these two were now to share a common resting place, just as in life their souls had always been one in God. As we celebrate the memorial of Saint Scholastica today, let us draw inspiration from our life to our life, and let us also order our lives in such a way as to ensure our own everlasting joy and happiness in heaven. May Saint Scholastica pray for all of us. Amen.